American Airlines has canceled hundreds of flights over the last few days. And it is all because of one reason. What is that reason? Well, in today's video, we will be taking a look at what exactly happened with American Airlines and why they had to cancel so many flights. Stay tuned for more updates. Hello and welcome back to Smart Eye News TV. If you're new here, then make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates from us. Today, we're going to be covering some breaking news about American Airlines. They have just canceled 1,400 flights over 3 days. But why? What really happened? We will cover every detail in this video, so stay tuned. But before we get into it, remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. The airline industry has been suffering for quite some time now due to the pandemic. However, after 2 years of restrictions, people have started to travel again and airlines are struggling to keep up. American Airlines is one of the major airlines that is experiencing these growing pains. After the airline announced that they would be cutting thousands of flights from their schedule, passengers were left stranded at airports across the country. The cancellations affected tens of thousands of travelers and caused widespread chaos. So what went wrong with American Airlines and how did things get so out of hand? Let's take a closer look. On Friday, American Airlines had to cancel 900 flights, and by Saturday, that number rose to 500. This means that in total, almost 1,400 flights were canceled. That's almost 10% of their total flights. The cancellations mainly affected flights scheduled for Friday, June through Sunday, June flights scheduled for Thursday. June also suffered some delays, but most of those ended up being canceled or rescheduled for another day. It's said that out of the 1,400 flights that were canceled, almost 600 of them were canceled within a 24-hour period on Friday alone. This meant that many travelers who were planning to fly with American Airlines during this time were left stranded at airports across the country. American Airlines tried to do their best to notify passengers about the cancellation of their flights as soon as possible. However, many passengers were still left in the dark until they arrived at the airport and were told that their flight had been canceled. This caused a lot of confusion and frustration among travelers. Additionally, American Airlines was already dealing with a shortage of pilots and other crew members when the recent wave of cancellations hit them. This made it difficult for the airline to quickly find new crew members to cover the canceled flights. As a result, American Airlines had to cancel even more flights, and the problem seemed to be getting worse. But why did all of this happen? There must have been a huge problem for American Airlines to take such drastic measures. Well, the answer is quite simple. American Airlines had too many flights scheduled for the summer, and they simply weren't prepared for it. In an attempt to make up for lost revenue from the pandemic, the airline industry has been trying to increase the number of flights and the number of people flying since early 2022. However, the increase in demand for travel has been much greater than expected. This has led to airlines being caught off guard by the sudden surge in popularity for travel. In addition to the increase in demand for travel, the airline industry is also facing a number of other challenges. For example, there is a shortage of pilots and other crew members. Additionally, the rising cost of fuel is also putting a strain on the airline industry. Despite these challenges, American Airlines decided to schedule a large number of flights for the summer in an effort to make up for lost revenue from the pandemic. However, The airline was not prepared for the surge in demand for travel that occurred. As a result, American Airlines has been forced to cancel a large number of flights. American Airlines isn't the only one who planned an aggressive schedule for the summer. United Airlines has also canceled 400 flights over the weekend due to bad weather and staff shortages. Delta Airlines also had to cancel hundreds of flights over the weekend. The cancellations were mainly due to thunderstorms in the Northeast and Delta's inability to quickly find new crew members to cover the canceled flights. Southwest Airlines has also been struggling with cancellations and delays. On Thursday, the airline canceled more than 2,300 flights. The cancellations were mainly due to bad weather and air traffic control issues. As you can see, the airline industry is currently facing a number of challenges, and American Airlines is just one of the many airlines that has been affected. The situation is likely to continue to worsen in the coming weeks as more people start to travel for the summer holidays. Airlines are scrambling to try and find new crew members and to come up with other solutions to the problem. However, it remains to be seen whether or not these efforts will be enough to prevent widespread cancellations and delays this summer. In an effort to prevent further cancellations, American Airlines has now cut thousands of flights from its schedule. The airline said that it would be cutting about 6% of its total flights between now and August. This should help the airline to focus on the flights that it can actually serve reliably. American Airlines is also working hard to try and recruit new pilots and other crew members. The airline is offering signing bonuses and other incentives to try and attract new employees. Additionally, American Airlines is also working with other airlines to try and get help. The airline said that it has been in contact with other airlines to see if they can get help in the form of crew members and planes. Despite these efforts, it remains to be seen whether or not American Airlines will be able to avoid widespread cancellations and delays this summer. The airline industry is currently facing a number of challenges, and it is possible that more airlines will have to follow suit and cancel flights in the coming weeks. Passengers are advised to plan for delays and to be flexible with their travel plans. It is also a good idea to check with your airline before you travel to make sure that your flight is still on time. Many passengers were left furious after American Airlines sent them text messages about their canceled flights. One passenger took to Twitter to express their frustration. They posted a screenshot of the text message which read, "American Airlines has canceled your flight and will be in touch with you shortly." The passenger captioned the post, "American Airlines just texted me my flight is canceled and they'll be in touch with me shortly." What does that mean? What's the point of sending a text like this with no follow-up communication? They've got to do better. Another passenger posted a video on Twitter showing the long line of people waiting to speak to a customer service representative. They captioned the post, "What is happening at American Airlines? Canceled flight, hours in line to get a human, only to get disconnected after waiting for hours on hold. Flight 2752 has been canceled and no one from American Airlines has contacted me. Absolutely ridiculous." A third passenger posted a photo of an overcrowded terminal and called on American Airlines to do something about the situation. They wrote, "What is happening at American Airlines? Terminals are full. Flights are delayed and canceled. People are running to the gate because they didn't receive notifications. American Airlines needs to get it together." Many people commented on the post asking American Airlines to respond. One user asks, "Why aren't you guys responding to any of this? Your customers need answers." Another user wrote, "I agree. My flight was canceled and I have yet to hear anything from them. So, what do you think about this situation? How would you deal with it if you were in charge of American Airlines? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this story and more. We'll be bringing you the latest developments on this story and more. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and see you next time. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and see you next time.